What do you think?
A bombshell new poll suggests that a new left-wing party, led by the former Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn and former Labour MP Zahra Sultana, could begin, if it's launched, by being tied with the Labour Party. Now, it's a poll conducted by Find Out Now. It's a polling company which is a member of the British Polling Council. That's the association whose membership demonstrates you're a reputable pollster. It means your methodology and so on is above board. Now, the poll finds that in this hypothetical matchup, the Reform Party would be on 34%. That's an increase of 19 points from what they received in the 2024 general election. Pretty gruesome. The Tories would be on 17%, falling by 7 points since their already catastrophic showing last July, while Labour would be on 15%, falling by 20 points. A Corbyn-led party would also begin on 15%. The Lib Dems would be on 9%. The Greens, which so far have been mopping up left-wing discontent, would be on 5%. Now, I mean, this is before a party's been launched, presented its policies, actually existed. So people are just, going on the basis of very little. So, and that's without going out and campaigning and all the rest of it. So I think it's interesting, isn't it? And I think it's a useful piece of evidence. A little bit of context. This is important. Jeremy Corbyn, of course, was purged from the party he's been a member of for decades by Keir Starmer. The whip, which gives you membership of the Parliamentary Labour Party, was suspended in 2020. Then the leadership made clear he'd be banned from standing as a Labour MP. This was clearly factional vengeance. Starmer stood for the Labour leadership on a prospectus of taxing the rich in order to invest, public ownership of utilities and services, abolition of tuition fees, defending the welfare state, defending migrants' rights, as well as putting human rights at the heart of foreign policy, reviewing all arms sales and making Britain a force for international peace and justice. Well, as you may know, these pledges were systematically reneged on, discarded and betrayed. There has never been a more deceitful leadership campaign for a mainstream political party in British democratic history. It's not as though Boris Johnson campaigned to be Tory leader, promising a hard Brexit and that took Britain to the customs union single market, is it? Now, while running for Labour leader, Starmer repeatedly lauded Corbyn as his friend and denounced how much he'd been smeared by the media. Starmer then turned on him with his aides briefing this was a clause 4 moment, referring to when Labour under Tony Blair abandoned its historic commitment to nationalisation in 1995, presented as a totemic moment of a party defining itself against its traditional values and mission. Starmer subsequently suspended MPs who opposed Israel's genocide. When predominantly Muslim councillors resigned from the party in disgust after he defended Israel's right to impose an illegal siege on the people of Gaza, Starmer's aide, or one of Starmer's aides, briefed that they were shaking off the fleas. On the eve of the 2024 election, the party attempted a purge of left-wing candidates, including Diane Abbott, the first female black MP ever elected, only U-turning because of